Welcome back to Tarth Takes Wing, a Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones RP focus campaign. We're back with Brandon Belaerys, going to a funeral. Trying to stay cool, man. He's maybe a little stressed from time to time. The shadow of mourners no longer loom over me, and I am at last given a moment alone. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment without rattling and prattling of other guests in my ears. Just me and the thoughts of Jarella. Feels good. We are trying to push our legend. We want to get the... At this point, it doesn't seem likely that we're ever going to get the full legend upgrade to 300. We're just trying to push ourselves over 100 at this point. And then get back to laying out a stronger tax base. Strong tax base is what we want. I and the other mourners take reprieve from our grief to enjoy a great bounty of food. Master Gargan, usually the lifeblood of any feast, now sits across from me, misty-eyed, with an untouched goblet at his side. How can we make ourselves fat and merry in times like these? Are we to satisfy our hedonistic desires, while Jarella has none? Join me, empty your goblets in libation. Let's say a round of drinks for everybody. Well, hold on. Yeah, there are quite a few not 100s here that I could use an opinion boost with. This vast machine that you have built. We be feuding. We're feuding with the Marchioness Alia and her house. Whatever the heck. House Blackman. I don't really know why we're feuding, but I'm willing to solve the feudal issue. For sure. We're making handsomeness great again by having these two handsomes get married. Excellent. That's what we want. That is indeed what we want. It seems like we can't get a higher success chance than this, so we may want to just go ahead and pop this. Yeah, I see it works. The Sworn Shield. My attempt on Marchioness Alia's life has been thwarted. Her false bodyguard bested the assassin, and Alia didn't get a stretch. At least the bodyguard died from his injuries and won't get in my way again. I will never get her now. Okay. We're gonna go after some easier, weaker members of her family that maybe don't have sworn swords to take the hit. Now the time has come to commit Jarella's final rites before her final journey into the hereafter. Jarella lays wrapped in fine white fabrics atop a towering funeral pyre. The Septon stands beside you with a torch, its light flickering in the wind. What a tragedy that someone so young has her life taken from her right before her eyes. I lower the torch to the kindling and watch as the tower of wood is lit ablaze. All that's left now is to wait for Jarella to return to the ashes. Yes, de-stress, my man. De-stress. You love a good funeral, my man. Be entertained by my court. No, I don't need my court jester quite yet. I don't need my court jester right yet. Now, one might determine the weakest possible members of a house by figuring out who's kind of just like little kids and then murdering them in secret. Yeah, we're gonna go there. We're bringing the King of the Iron Kingdoms in to kill a 0-year-old or something. We're brutal. But here we go. Oh, as a scholar of the diplomatic arts, I am well aware of the power of the eloquent compliment. Showing admiration for a woman's best quality is a sure path to her heart. Sif's best qualities. She is pretty, she's a seductress, diligent, greedy, arbitrary, treacherous ravener, treacherous, dishonorable. Spontaneity and vigor. Well received compliment. Well received. How are we doing on this legend spread? 84. I feel like we've just been sitting at 84 for a while. Greedy? Can I provide you with some food, Lady Sif? I had the servants bring more food to Sif and myself, and as the evening went by, we delighted in every delicious dish the cooks of Evenfall Hall had to offer. That woman certainly has a taste for the finer things in life. The libations. Nope, winter's coming. No. We don't like winter. We want the monies. We sneak in a quick trade port increase. At some point, we should have seafarers. That point may not be in this episode if it's going to take 9 years. It's going to be a hot minute before we get it. But this is that kind of long-term, generational play that you're looking for. Oh, Eerie, you have been so brave. Words cannot describe my love for you. And now, we have a perfect little daughter. Lain Belaerys. She is a genius like you. So smart. We will train her to train others because genius is an excellent. Excellent. Be good. We'll have this guy train you. Let's see here. We appear to have some other kids that need training. To the Serene Brandon. I have heard good things about you, and I am interested in starting a written conversation. I hope that this letter finds you willing, for I am awaiting your swift reply. Start exchanging with Hubert, but gain shit tons of stress. Frame his letter or avoid him. So I have no stress. I will start a conversation in the hopes that we can become friends. Would be nice. Why do I have so many terrible people who are bad at their job working for me? Get that out of the way. My court chronicler. Maybe this is the reason why. Let's see here. Legends Abroad. Promote it. "16-year-old wet nurse, cool. Seneschal is average. That's not really what you want out of a seneschal. My sister-in-law, Jeanette Belaerys. My mom is my caravan master, will be replaced by my lover, who doesn't really love me. And Master Arms will be a Daemon once again. And I can't replace this guy with another Maester. What has made all these people go bad? Is there some sort of timer that when they get old, it just says, hey, these guys are fucking you over? Daron Belaerys will stand in my way of dying. We are feuding, so that's probably not a bad idea. To the perceptive Brandon, thank you for your swift response. I am looking forward to our correspondence. Please, I implore you, pick the first subject. This is a man who is diligent, fickle, humble, content. He definitely is an outdoorsy kind. A war leader. I'm going to say I have some excellent war stories to share, because I actually do. I'm a great war guy. Alibi. Did we lose the Spy Master? We lost the Spy Master. That's going to make things harder. It is going to make things harder. To the modest Brandon, I was pleased to see how invested you are in your passions. Your last letter definitely proves your skill in them. Since you have indulged me so, I must ask if there is anything I can do for you. We could try to form a friendship, which will give me a stress break. We could get a trade deal. Or get a hook on him. Maybe we could get a trade deal. Confidence. Each friend adds minus 5% stress gain. Now, how strong is that right now? How many friends do I have? Just says confidence. Maybe I don't actually have any friends. Brutal. Oh no, I have tons of friends. I have an amazing number of friends. So that is now 25% stress down. Okay, we're going to send you to Daemon Belaerys to get your training. We will offer knight tutelage. Do you have anybody? We've got Sir Julian Stedman, who we don't need. We'll train one of your knights. And you know what? Wallace, my good man, we've destroyed your house. We've ended your line. Probably. Alright, hold on. Let's see. I have to mark down what time this happens so I can blur the screen. Sif and I crouch side by side, the cunning fox in front of us, unaware of our presence. My own attention is unwavering, especially as Sif's blouse brushes against me. Yeah. For us to be together is only natural. I seduced Civ. Ooh. And I think it's time to romance my wife. The art of romance. Oh, I'm still learning somebody's language, and for some reason I can no longer do multiple personal schemes. I don't know why that happens sometimes. It seems like I can do two sometimes, and then I can't. Oh, Sif, you have been so brave, so strong. But Tristane is not. It's not a good name. We need a better name. Who beside Tristane? Jaehaerys. Indeed, and he shall be raised As a diplomat. We don't have a lot of good diplomats that are younger. There's my mom. I think, okay, Renifer is kind of one of those omniversal learning types. So yeah, we could go for that. That's not bad. All right, let's think about this. We could try to marry that young boy off. Looking for some strong genetic matches. Probably don't want to marry my own son to my own daughter. Also, she's already married, so that's a good start. Well, actually, I could, right? Before you get too upset, I think we do have the incest law. Yeah. And because we have that Targaryen Dragon Rider blood modifier, there's a 95% reduced inbreeding chance. This is a first generational thing. And they may not actually share parents, right? Yeah. They have different moms. I think I don't hate this. I mean, I hate it from a real life point of view, but from a trying to make a strong genetics within my house that's inheritable thing. Locking in a sort of double stack character. It's not the worst. And you can clearly see that we're falling down the folly we once accused the Targaryens of, where now we have become prideful, arrogant, vain on our way up. We've reached the top with our dragon riding. Oh, and here's a dragon riding right now. Diplomacy is a matter of words. Words exchanged orally or in writing. Discussions, talks, dialogues, conversation, it's all about the exchange, gifts or words. But diplomacy would be much easier if everyone could communicate as dragon riders do with their dragons. There would be no more interpretation, pretense, subterfuge, or simpering. All that would remain is the concrete, the true communication in its truest form. The mind would replace the paper. The link would replace the ink. If such a thing could happen one day, the world would be profoundly changed, but that day has not yet arrived. But today, only dragon riders can communicate with dragons, a privilege granted to only a handful. Yet when Melis and I are together in our own world, I cannot help but feel diplomacy ought to be about connection. Wisdom. Wisdom from the House of the Dragon. Lady Ellen is attacking an old man. What kind of war is this? I don't know, but she's gonna get destroyed, so... As I enter the room, I notice my concubine Valyria acting distant and aloof. I walk over to her. What's the matter? She looks at me for a moment, then sighs heavily. It's this place. It's just so understimulating. Her shoulders heave in a shrug. I don't know what to do with myself. Maybe you could socialize? A new skill? I don't know. This is basically an even chance that they go and start trying to murder each other, which is not great. How bad is failed student? Yeah, I don't care if you fail. I want you to succeed, but your failing doesn't hurt me, probably. Be entertained by our court gesture. Now that's something you don't see every day. Nope. What I'm trying to do is get to the kids to teach them the language, study the Valyrian. I have 13 kids now. It feels like every time I look at this number, it grows by a lot more than I thought it did. All right, we're back underway. Well, pretty close to just killing a little child. We didn't choose this feud. They came to us, okay? Just remember that, guys. I don't know what set this course of events in motion, but I didn't start this. It's a little odd for my nephew Viserys and I to be brought together so over this scheme to murder. Still, there's joy to be found in a common task, in working together towards a goal. Frustrations shared are lessened, triumphs multiplied, and there's always something to talk about. I'm glad I brought him in on this endeavor. Familial bliss. Oh. Yeah, we can just go ahead and try to execute it right now. Take a swipe at the kid. Narelle has been sent to the stranger's fateful embrace, one less black mote to worry about. Children are such fragile creatures. Any sickness could steal them away from their family, or any accident, like those involving delicate little heads and sharp needle. That's dark, dude. I don't need to read the end of this. Justice is served. Your house will not be able to start another feud for 25 years. Your feud will end. I will lose the house feud modifier and gain the stalwart family. I mean, you shouldn't have fucking messed with me, lady. Your house lost quickly. Didn't really take that long. My rival was taken prisoner. Okay, well, that was fast. I feel accomplished. I learned the Dothraki language from that lady. Who's that lady? Winter has passed. Excellent. Winter is leaving. My favorite way for winter to go. I am going to impress my wife with the sparring match. This is my wonderful wife, who was my bully, and now we spend all our time together. Diplomacy, eh? We are thin on diplomats in this court. Hey kid, one of these days, Richard Tully, one of these days, your dad is gonna die, and we are gonna make you the head of the Tully household. It's gonna be easy, and we're gonna do it quick. We're gonna spin poison in this kid's ear. My rival left prison. She lost the title High Lordship of Blackmont. I'm not sure I could even consider you a rival. You're not even a noble anymore. It'd be a lot easier to murder her now. Challenge rival to a fight. I have 18 prowess, or she has 18, I have 41. Yeah, I feel like I could just beat her ass. It's a non-lethal single combat. Unfortunate. For a few brief moments, Ali and I pace in lazy half circles. Huh. I think I'm going to take options that offer little risk to me. So throw coins at her. This will stress me somehow. I'll take the low risk of injury. No risk of injury, or throw coins at her again. Thou shalt have my sword. So I did have to spend 40 bucks. But I've beaten her and wounded her, and I gain more aspiring blade master. I am victorious. I lost stress. She gained stress. Good. Good. And I was thinking, what if I murdered you? I already tried to murder you. That's the problem. What if I murdered your husband? Would that make you mad? Would that upset you? Wait, your kid seized control of your county title? That's wild. I don't know. I don't want to keep killing kids all the time. That feels really fucked up. I honor you, sir. I honor you, sir. I shall join your battlage, but I shall only bring my men at arms. Where are we going? You wanted to pick a fight with Mir. Okay, now the maester's finally died. We want to send for a new maester immediately. Finally happened. They send us another fucking old man. Jesus. We get somebody in their 30s who knows what they're doing? Is that hard? You know, 30s. An old man. Offer courtier. I mean, this is literally my spy master trying to send me a spy. I don't need this smoke. Where did their unit go? Okay, here we go. They're moving. We can follow them. Oh, nope. We don't want that smoke. Oh boy. We're gonna get involved with something that we don't want to be in. Okay, because they were fighting each other, it actually worked out for us. They're still fighting each other. What did you bring us here to do, my man? Everything in this land sucks. Can't go anywhere without starting to take penalties. We may need to summon a levy pile. Just to have people capable of dying so we don't lose men-at-arms. And no, I should have gotten out of here while I had the chance. I don't even think a dragon's gonna make a difference there. I don't even know if I'm leading that army, so probably not. Yeah, I'm just gonna lose my levy pile. Oh, hey, some indulgences. How bad was this battle for us? It's not great. We didn't lose any knights, though, so that's all right. Well, you know what? We showed up. We didn't get any war score, even though we fought and killed several hundred guys. All right. The abandoned sept garden in Hyrigules is the only place where it thrives in these regions. I feel like there was more dialogue that got cut off there. We're 95%. Surely they must pale to your fair visage, milady. The Burrow of Snailery. What a name. I am attending a dance in Evenfall. Spend some time with Lady Tonda. She is stuck in a conversation with Lord Crichton. I can gain kindness. I'm shy, but I'm still kind. I'm kind of shy. Raise the men-at-arms. Last time I saw King Balin, he was surreptitiously getting rid of my yellow hat because yellow is an unlucky color for people of my birth. The time before, I had to accompany him on a ridiculously long detour to avoid a sleeping black cat. It's unlucky, he said. I don't even want to remember the time he thought he had lost his lucky amulet. However, as I catch him throwing away half of my precious salt just because it spilled, I feel my patience growing thin. Okay, we don't want to not have the king be our friend. But if we can get him to lose superstitious, that would be great. Because you know what? He's very superstitious. Let me show you the error of your ways with facts and logic. I fail. I did not succeed. Oris is a quiet child. He prefers the companies of bookkeepers and maesters to that of knights and squires. You know, under no circumstances can you go to the Citadel. You're a Belaerys. Oh my god, kid. You're literally the union of two bloodlines. Unbelievable. King Balon has declared war on King Malador. Interesting. Here we go again with that anti-Targaryen shit. He's fucking The Rock. Lord Paramount Wallace has arrested Lady Ellen. Too much of a good thing? No, I'd rather stress break than give up my lovers. Come on now. Come on now. Uncouth will lose me stress. Romance the Wild Hunt. I'm coming for you, my love. Excellent. I need you, my love, right here, right now. Fantastical. Oh, I see. The Lannisters are sieging the one province of their territory that remained loyal to the king. The true king of Westeros. Ah, new diplomacy perk, I see. Flatterer. I have a lot of pins this time around. A lot of pins. I definitely don't need that guy pinned. I need this guy pinned so that when he dies... This guy's my rival for no apparent reason. I don't really care about that. That's somebody else's problem. I'll send someone to kill him. With the baby cradled in her arms, Lady Tonda looks up at me, her face a picture of serenity. Actually, I have something else in mind. You know what? We'll keep it. Will you marry Arana? If we weren't at war, they would say yes. Stewardship. Uh-oh. Some of my kids seem to be missing educators. It's probably because the The last maester died. Okay. Not sure I want the smoke of several thousand dudes trying to land on top of me, but on the other hand, I do have good strategic location on an island. My dragon showed up. We do love dragons showing up. I feel like we've put in our war contribution. We've basically done the whole war ourselves by stack wiping the enemy. Which you always love to see. You do love a good stack wipe. $92. Really having trouble getting over the top here. Is there any chance I can commit you? No. Atlantis is huge, though. If we could get them on our side, it would be big. Probably not going to get the dudes we're currently besieging to join my legendary promotions. Armory break-in. Those accursed children, my son Tython and his compatriot Sarissa, were caught red-handed having snuck into the armory. Don't they know that weapons are dangerous? Tython was apprehended by a servant after he had knocked over a suit of armor while looking for a bandage for Sarissa, who had hurt herself. It seems that Tython is fond of rash and uninformed plans. Don't be impatient, you little idiot. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Dorcio Liakis, will you promote my legend? No. No, you won't. Who is this guy I'm going to war with? Let's get him on my legend side. Dorcio. Your friend, an owner of a country. Oh, now there's a thought. What if I just went to all my friends and got there and just read it? I don't think they have anything to spread. Here's the Iron Throne. We'll throw some gold behind it. We'll put a little wing on it. Hey, we'll get our friend out of prison. Sure, why not? We don't have a lot more friends than this. I mean, we're a shy person. That's no surprise. My half-brother Quentin shall raise the children. I do need some other family knights to raise the rest of these squires from their place. Offer squire. Okay, we won. It's time to dip on over to the Westerlands and maybe bring Casterly Rock back under the control of the true rightful liege of the 7 kingdoms, who are really kind of like 9 kingdoms at some point. Yes, prisoners, I forgot about them. Tyros Derivan. How about you convert? We need a worthy successor. My acquaintance Garibald is scheming against my friend Ellen. Let the traitor be known to all. That's my former spy master and murder companion in murdering the original Baratheon kid. We've invited her to our court. She's also our friend. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I have been hosting your Chancellor Aegon for several weeks, and he has helped me see the splendor of the realm under your rule. I am nothing less than honored to serve as your vassal. Alright, we're looking for easy castles to capture. We just want to pull the Lannister armies away from the front lines. Offer to join war. Oh, that's gonna hurt me no matter where I go. Awesome. That. Hate that. My son Wallace's educator, Rhaegar, has died. Was Rhaegar my courtsmith? No. Courtsmith's still alive. So we don't have a super steward. We're just going to have a regular steward. Which is fine. My concubine Valena has been absent. Let's keep a watch on her. We're going to teach my son Oris to be a aspiring blade master, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. My High Septon, have you heard what they call you? My stepfather Renifer says to me while bringing a hand to his heart. They call you Lord Brandon the Bloody. Not what you would call flattering, but it's unlikely you can do anything to change it. The Horsens waited until the hour of the wolf to strike. A large group of bandits laid in waiting, hidden among the dense woods near the ruins. Whether by arrogance, desperation, or stupidity, these poorly trained ruffians believe they can attack my men. I must quickly decide whether to take command or join the fight. I will take command. I definitely... Oh, this is a bad guy. I can just kill him. Yeah, I think I just want to take a shot at winning. I don't need to necessarily kill him directly. It'd be nice, but... What happened there? King Adam has been replaced. Oh, I see. He got burned to death by the dragon Munax. That was why everything paused for a second. Lady Monica Belaerys of Hydicules. I would say that she is greedy, diligent, sadistic, ambitious, and a bit of a villain. Let's see here. A tale of revenge? I don't think so. I think she's driven. She's ambitious and diligent. I think bringing Ellen into our court was literally the best thing for her life. Did it happen? Did somebody finally show up? But I wasn't looking. There we go. Where is the other castles in this district? Why they call it Castle-Lee Rock. It's just a rock with a lot of castles. Alright, Ellen finally died. under mysterious circumstances. I tried to shield her as best I could. You saw it, audience. You saw it happen. Please, my lord. Please. Please. Please do not allow the Iron Throne to walk away from this fight without victory. You could absolutely crush these fools. This could be over. No white peace. Only victory. We're so close. Shit. I need immediate relief from bad. We need this war to be over so I can go have a nice funeral. Friendly consul. Is it over? King Adam is a vassal. That's what we want, right? Is this the Seven Kingdoms again? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Ride Melis. Oh no, both of these have death. After soaring through the sky, I pull Melis to a stop. As I observe the fields, towns, and forests below, I notice something else. The straps holding me to the saddle are broken and cut either by accident or intentionally. A shiver runs down my spine. I now sit above the clouds, the wind whirling around me, the sun glaring in my eyes, yet any mistake could hurl me to the ground. I trust in my bond with Melis, or we just make a slow and steady descent. Yes. Okay. Next, we are entertained by a court gesture. Falling over without getting hurt. Impressive. Funeral. Love a good funeral. My guy is amazing at funerals. Who will we choose to honor? I think we will honor Ellen. We'll never know that Ellen was pivotal in killing that little baby who put us in this position where our son will inherit, probably, the Stormlands. The only problem is if this woman dies and Wallace remarries and has a male heir. That would be problematic. We'll have to keep an eye on it. What is this war? My liege's war? Sunnyvale's claim on the lordship of Rutland. There's only 7,000 troops here. The Targaryens need to get on this shit. Start crushing people. House Lantel. I'll tell you what. If you convert and join me, I'll let you go. Okay, and then we're gonna marry you off to some knight. How about Rennifer? Rennifer's been a loyal. And then we'll matrilineally marry. That way we can keep House Lantel available in our lands under our control. And if all the other Lantels die, we'll inherit it into our, you know. Auspices? Is that a good... Sif as my keeper of cells. Sure. Starwing has returned to Morningside. Excellent. I can't help but pace restlessly As Aegon readies provisions for his visit to the court of Hilda, my neighboring ruler, Aegon is expressly tasked with spreading the word of the most sacred life of Lord Tython, preferably being able to corner the queen and persuade her to join the cause. Poise and grace will be needed for this task, and perhaps some other make-weights. Queen Hilda of the North, use your wits. She is charmed. Prince Rhaegal has added Steelwing the dragon to his horde. Very well, and let us make him a friend. Us dragon riders are an endangered species. We need to stick together. No, I lost a maester again? Alright, hold on. You've got a little boy? Yeah, Connell Stark, right? And then I want to marry one of my daughters to Connell. Matrilineally, bing bam boom. Now, if these two die... Actually, I think it's probably if just Prince Robb dies. Arnold will inherit the North. Unless they turned on... They did turn on equal primogeniture law. Well, maybe we can also marry that girl off as well. How about my son, Baelor? Will not accept. Already has a royal marriage, is really hurting us, but that's fine. Oh, Queen Hilda of the North is now pushing my legend. Good, because that could be what is needed to get this over the edge to past 100. Duchies. Our lordship of the fingers. I've got an alliance with your lady, with your queen. Will you not spread my legend among your people? Wow, they're missing so many high lordships. Will you not? Yo, well, they have a lot of high ladies. You turn on equal inheritance and all of a sudden the women are running everything. I'm not... What has happened? I have no problem to women running things. Let's be very clear here. It's just an improbable number. It should be an even split, right? Like statistically, it should just be 50-50. Maybe we just don't have a large enough sample size? Ooh, 7%. That's not even worth... I don't get out of bed for anything less than 5,000. Apparently I'm not a Manderly man. It's because I'm a Manderville man. High Lordship of the Sisters. The story of how these islands passed between the Aarons and the Starks is actually pretty funny. And unhinged and crazed, their wars that did absolutely nothing. Alright. Tons of promoters. Can we get it to push us over the top here? Summer is done. Funeral has come. We need this damn maester. Did you get me a young maester? Young maester. Oh, 40. That's pretty young for a maester. Yeah, there we go. He'll get better over time. It's just that, you know, once they're done, you got to put them out to pasture. You know, once they're past their prime. This county. So I do hold the county, and at level 3, it'll give the whole county. So that's pretty good. Doesn't make a difference for me. So technically this has reached the max level of usefulness that I will see out of it. County. More development growth. Good. Speaking of, where is... There it is. It's showing up. It's fine. Doing what we want. We are seeing development boost for more taxes. Young man. Boo-doo-doo-doo-boo. I said, young man. I said. Are these mayorships actually being passed down? Maybe the way it works is that you have to assign somebody it, right? Is that how it works? You have to assign somebody to it? No, wait, these people aren't part of my dynasty. They're just random people. That's not though. I don't know. But I could take or leave these people. Might be worth considering. Also, when is this funeral starting? 5 days. All right. We'll see the end of the funeral on the other side of this. I don't know. I hate to be unoriginal. I feel like I've run out of questions. I wasn't ready to do another question. Even with all these extra people promoting it, I still don't have additional baronies. It really feels like the game is just taunting me about this at this point. Because Evangelize the Realm would be pretty sharp. It would change almost all the characters in my lands to all being Sevenist, which would be great. That's something you really want to pocket and hold for whatchamacallit, when we rule the whole Stormlands. Pop one of those on Orys, Belaerys, and then take the whole Stormlands. What's your favorite of the kingdoms of the Seven Kingdoms? Yeah, that's a good one. Any time period, any game, any fiction or media, what's your favorite?